The most powerful empire that the galaxy had ever seen, the New Empire was a vast union of intergalactic worlds first introduced in C.M. Kosemen's 2006 book All Tomorrows. The New Empire was made up of several species, the most notable being the astromorph gods, the terrestrials, the amphicephali, the new machines, and the subjects. Following a millions of years long series of wars in which the astromorphs eventually defeated the machine empire and rescued the subjects, the astromorphs wiped out all but a small number of the machines, then known as the Gravital. Initially their plan was to destroy every last sentient machine, but the astromorphs soon realized that the machines were too valuable as tools to be gotten rid of completely. The astromorphs were able to reprogram the machines and dull their minds, so that they would never again rise up and make another attempt at mass genocide. They were now members of the New Empire. However, due to past events involving the Gravital extermination of nearly all organic life, chiefly that of the entire Second Galactic Empire, the machines would forever be viewed by the astromorphs as untrustworthy, constantly eyed with suspicion, and while technically full citizens, they were never truly accepted. No doubt this would have taken a toll on the machines' psyche. They were effectively blamed for events that their ancestors had been responsible for, not themselves. While life within the New Empire would have been splendorous beyond our wildest dreams, it would still have come with its fair share of problems for its citizens. The amphicephali, on the other hand, were accepted and welcomed by the astromorphs. The amphicephali were a race of true aliens. They were not, unlike the astromorphs, new machines, and subjects, descendants of humanity. They were from a neighbouring galaxy, which the astromorphs had probed while searching for other intelligent life forms. The amphicephali resembled the snakes of old Earth, but with heads at both ends and a second retractile body that was used to perform tasks and interact with the world. Theirs truly was a long, complicated, and rich evolutionary history. They made first contact with the astromorphs without incident, proving that over 100 million years of continued evolution, humanity was finally mature enough to meet other species without quarrelling. But it would seem that humanity had only truly reached maturity in its astromorph god form. In its terrestrial form, it was still very much a juvenile species. The terrestrials were created by the astromorphs to oversee the development of new worlds, populated by the descendants of the subjects. Life on terrestrial worlds was unsuitable for the astromorphs, as they could only survive within zero gravity, and so a new form was created from themselves to live on the surface of their subject-inhabited worlds. The terrestrials were octopedal, walking on long, modified fingers. Their brains were shrunken down, as the gigantic brains of the astromorphs would be impractical within gravity. Perhaps it was due to their brains being reduced in size that the terrestrials grew corrupt. They were bred to act as gods to their subjects, to watch over them and ensure their safety. But for some terrestrials, the temptation to weave religions around themselves and demand that the subjects worship them proved too great. Small brains. However, for the subjects, it would seem that this actually proved beneficial for them, for they were a primitive people, not yet ready for the lofty concepts that the wise astromorph gods wanted them to be raised with. They instead needed religion to guide them at this early stage, and a degree of stability was achieved using this method. But not always. Subject rebellions were commonplace, and they were often exterminated for doing so, before being rebred so that the astromorphs could try again. It would seem that eventually the subjects got themselves on the right path, with the help of the terrestrials and the astromorphs. Following these events, the book makes mention of other sentient species joining the New Empire, though they were never really elaborated on or shown in illustrated form. We are shown an image of this unknown future human, but it is not stated what species this individual belongs to, or this species' membership status within the New Empire. Later on, the New Empire begins to be referred to as the United Galaxies. This would indicate that a great number of other species would join the Empire from neighbouring galaxies. It is also said that these united galaxies were able to defeat the Q upon re-encountering them, but whether the Q were exterminated or joined the Empire as lowly conquered citizens like the machines before them is unknown. There is also the question of what exactly happened to the new Empire in the end. The alien author postulates a number of theories, one being that their end came as a result of an intergalactic war to end all wars. Another theory suggests that humanity and its allies may have progressed to the point of leaving this plane of existence for a higher one. For now, however, we do not know. We may never know. But humanity's end is not what's important here. It was their journey that counts. As the author says in the book, love today and seize all tomorrows. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this conclusion to the Empire trilogy and that you've been enjoying my work on the channel so far. If you have, then don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, share and subscribe. And also, you can now donate to me using the Bitcoin wallet address in the description, or you can now also make a donation through Patreon. The links are in the description, and any small amount you can give really helps me out and allows me to keep the channel going. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Beware the Q, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.